they're circling. It seems they're circling just me. Not you. Just me.
Perhaps it's because I always take care to close my curtains.
That's Kristen Stewart as Princess Diana in the critically acclaimed new movie, Spencer. After nearly 50 films and a 20-year career, she calls it the role of a lifetime. She's in conversation with Tracy Smith.
In her all-too-brief lifetime, Princess Diana held a few official titles, but her unofficial title, the People's Princess, is the one that stuck. She was also known as the most photographed woman in the world, her every move and every outfit captured on camera, even in her most difficult times, like the days after her separation from Prince Charles.
Whatever uncertainties the last few weeks may have brought, I want you to be certain of this. Our work together will continue unchanged.
Of course, we can't know what Diana's life was really like when she was out of camera range, but that hasn't stopped filmmakers from trying to fill in the blanks.
Your Royal Highness.
Mummy!
Family are all gathered in the drawing room. They are waiting.
Spencer, the title comes from Diana's maiden name, is, in the words of director Pablo Larraín, a fable based on true events. The events in this case are a 1991 Christmas gathering at the Queen's estate. Back when Diana's marriage to Prince Charles was going down in flames.
So stand very still and smile a lot.
And she was presumably fed up to here with the constraints of being a royal.
You know, you have to be able to make your body do things you hate.
That you hate.
In the film, Diana is played with brittle intensity by actress Kristen Stewart. She seems to nail every detail, from her high-born accent.
There is no future. Past and the present are the same thing.
To her kind of trapped animal look, to her relationship with the press, something Stewart knows a thing or two about.
Can you get out without being followed by cameras?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, if I run really fast.
At 31, Kristen Stewart, like Diana herself, has become the kind of celebrity that the paparazzi can't seem to get enough of. She shrugs off comparisons with the late Princess Di, but she's fiercely proud of how she played her.
Tell me what you felt or thought when you first saw the movie all together.
I think it's Diana. It's probably not. It's our view of her. It's our love for her. And when I watched the movie, I couldn't stop crying. I just couldn't, because at the end it has this sort of lighter note, but I feel the loss of her so intensely, so often.
So, Harry, best part of Christmas so far, and I know I'll get the truth from you, sir.
When you arrived, Mummy, sir.
Thank you, sir.
To do Diana justice, Stewart spent months perfecting the princess's speech and movement.
What happens to the pheasants?
But inwardly, she was so nervous that in the days before the cameras rolled, she couldn't even get her mouth to open.
You actually had TMJ?
Yeah, it gave my body a lot of anxiety that my mind sort of didn't really know about.
What do you think was going on there?
It's a big deal. You know, I really didn't want to mess this one up, and sometimes your body knows more than you do about your stress levels, you know. Stress can manifest so physically. It was like everyone had done such an incredible job putting together the world. I was like, all right, bro, now it's on you. And then I couldn't open my mouth. I think also everyone wanted to know if I was nervous so much. It was like, you must be freaking out playing Princess Diana. You must be just straight tripping. I was like, I'm completely fine. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't care. I got it. I love her.
But then somehow it opened up.
I got lucky, yeah. No, it was we got lucky, yeah.
Seems she's had her share of luck. Born in Los Angeles, Stewart started going up for on-screen roles as a child. Her parents, who both work in the movie business, reluctantly let her chase her dreams. And when she wanted to blow off an audition, her mom wouldn't let her.
I genuinely remember being like, we don't even need to do this one, and her telling me, you should just go to this last one because you have an appointment and you should not be somebody who is just like, you know what I mean? Like,
Just honor your commitments.
yeah. And thank God, because genuinely, it sounds like a story. Like, in retrospect, I'm like, God, if my mom wasn't like, don't blow off your commitments, I would have not been an actor.
Do it.
By age 11, she was well on her way to stardom in movies like 2002's Panic Room, opposite Jodie Foster.
Mom, get the out of my house.
And then there was the Twilight saga.
You started Twilight at 17, shooting Twilight at 17.
Yeah.
Were you in any way prepared for what happened?
No.
Seems no one was. In 2008, Stewart starred in the first of what would be 5 Twilight movies, based on the books about a teenage girl who falls for a handsome young vampire.
Are you afraid?
No.
By the time the final Twilight installment came out in 2012, Kristen Stewart was a household name and the highest paid actress in the world. And as if the movies alone weren't enough to keep fans in a frenzy, Stewart and co-star Robert Pattinson were a couple off-screen as well. And the tabloids could barely keep up.
There will be nothing like that in my career. You know what I mean? It's hard to compare that to anything.
There may be. There's a good chance.
I'm like, no, there
not,
won't.
but- No, there
I'm like, no,
won't.
trust me,
No.
there won't.
He's a great director. Just hear him out.
Truth is, there have been a few other high points since. For her work in 2015's The Clouds of Sils Maria, she became the first American actress ever to win a César, the French equivalent of an Oscar.
In the movie.
But these days, Stewart's personal life is still making news. The most recent is her engagement to longtime girlfriend Dylan Meyer.
Are you full-on wedding planning now?
No, it's a lot. It's a daunting thing, kind of, yeah. I have
Yeah.
a lot going on right now.
Yeah, you kind of do, right? Yeah. So there's no date set, it's sometime in the future.
Yeah, I think it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. But I also don't want to be engaged for like 5 years. Like, we want to do it. You know what I mean? So
Sooner rather than later.
yeah.
For now, she's still busy with all things Diana.
I've been imagining how they'll write about me in 1,000 years. If you're royal, the more time that passes, the fewer words they use to describe you. William the Conqueror. Elizabeth the Virgin. Diana.
Critics have called her performance one of the best of the year, and she's very much in the Oscar conversation.
If I ever do become queen, what will I be?
But Kristen Stewart says she's just happy to be here.
How much of it do you think is luck?
I am so lucky. I happen to live in LA. My parents happen to be, you know, respectively script supervisor and first AD. Like, those things are so random. So yeah, I think there's just a vast amount of coincidence.
And a little bit of skill too, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'll do anything for this. I'd climb out of a ditch and rip my fingernails off for this movie. Like, and all of this sounds completely like histrionic and totally like, whatever, too much, exaggerated. Absolutely.
It's true.
Yeah, you need to like love it like a psycho. That's the only way to make something like so committed and like so true.